Hey guys, this is Apple Gamer 24/7, and today I have another Final Cut Pro tutorial for you guys today. In this tutorial, I'm gonna show you guys how to save a frame as an image. This is a fairly simple tutorial. I think everybody can follow this tutorial. It's pretty simple to do. The reason that you would do this is that if you have a certain part of your video that, let's say on YouTube, you want to use as your video thumbnail, you can export that particular frame and put it into a Photoshop document. You can edit it to your liking. So that's what I'm gonna show you guys how to do today. Like I said, it's fairly simple. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to open Final Cut Pro 10. Make sure you have a new timeline. I'm just going to create a new event. So I'm going to right click and hit new event. I'm going to import my clips. I have mine saved to the desktop just for convenience, but yours can be saved on your camera or any other place you have footage stored. So I'm going to click this, and it's just some clouds, stock footage that I downloaded off the internet via stock footage photography. I think that's a website. Or I got it off Google someplace, but anyway, just some clouds. I'm gonna hit import. Make a new event. So I'm gonna create a new event. I'm gonna say frame to image, but you guys can, if I can spell it right, but you guys can create your event to say anything you want based on your video, and hit import. This shouldn't take long at all. So that's done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this into the timeline and do any normal editing that we normally do for your video. And if you want to add like a filter or an effect, just do that. But say like somewhere around, I'm just going to pick right here. I want to use that particular frame as an image. Well, it's fairly simple to do, but what you got to do is you got to come over to the share button over here. And then if it's not already set by default, you need to go to add destination. And then in the destinations, you need to drag over save current frame. Drag it over into the destination so it becomes a new destination. Now what I like to do as the export file, I like to change this to a Photoshop file just so I can edit it in Photoshop right away without having to convert it. So that's one thing I recommend you guys do. So after that's done, make sure your timeline is where, or your player head is where you want it on your clip. Come back over to the share menu, hit save current frame. It's gonna give you a little preview of the frame. You can save it with two ones. I'm gonna call this frame, or actually, you know what? I'm gonna call it thumbnail. If I can type. So I'm gonna call it like that. Change any descriptions that you want. You don't need to really mess with the settings because you already specified that you want this to be a Photoshop file. So when you're done, you hit next. It's gonna ask you where you want to save it. I'm just gonna hit put it on my desktop, and then soon enough, if I were to minimize Final Cut Pro, as you can see, there's the thumbnail.psd file, and if I double click it, it should open up right in Photoshop, and you can add a text filter on it saying hello. I know this looks really bad right now, but anyway, you can add you know, a gradient or a different effect on it if you want. I'm just gonna do this randomly for you guys. So yeah, you can just basically mess around with this to your liking. Give it a drop shadow and give it a stroke. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. That's how you basically create a thumbnail or save a frame as an image in Final Cut Pro 10. If you guys have any questions, just leave them down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.